Hello, welcome to another Life on Trahan Creek series video. In today's video, I'll show you how to get this squirrel out of the tree and onto your dinner table. Join me for How to Clean a Squirrel Part 2, coming up next. If you missed Part 1, click on the iCard above.
Okay, here we go with the final step. This is the easy part. Just cleaning the squirrel up a little, cutting it into parts, and allowing it to soak until you're ready to cook it. All I'm doing right now, hope you can see this, is simply washing the carcass to get blood out of it. I know it's difficult to see with my hands in the way, but you have to get your hands in it. Trim off any pieces of little yellow fat, such as, let's see if I can show it to you better, such as this. Trim it off. You do not want to eat anything yellow that looks like fat. Here's some more. Right here you can see what it looks like there. Just trim it off. What you're wanting to do, I'll get this camera to look a little better here. Maybe if I hold it down some you'll see it better. What you're wanting to do is just clean the carcass to get hair off of it. A little pulling and action with your thumb will help. Just wash it and clean it as best you can. When it's relatively clean, now it's time to cut it into pieces. Hold your squirrel like this, and you're going to cut, let's see if I can do it with the knife point. You're going to cut right around here, like this. On the front shoulder. That's what you'll have before you make the final little cut apart piece. Just hold the shoulder like that and work your knife blade through the shoulder. A little hard to do for the camera, but at some point you'll get it through. It'll come through just like that, and you'll wind up with the leg piece separated. Now when you're a pro, you hold the carcass in your left hand and clean with your right, or you can just set it down if you're a beginner. But what you're wanting to do is up under this front leg is a lot of gland material like that. You want to cut it out. You do not want to eat that. It's nasty. So cut that loose, wash it up good, and what you're left with is a front leg that looks like this. Toss it in your pot to soak. Forgot about my liver here. Let's clean it up real quick. This is the liver. You will see a little membrane area that you may be able to trim out now. Squirrel liver is pretty tender, so it's hard to trim it out without somewhat tearing the liver up a little. But let it soak. Alright, back to the squirrel. Ready for the other leg? Same process. Just helps to kind of hold it up like that. Make a cut, a cut, a cut, and just saw across the shoulder. Cutting right behind the neckline. Like that. And when you've got it hanging and dangling, just put your knife up under it, slip it through. That will leave you with the leg. Again, you want to get the gland that's in the pit of the arm. That armpit gland is just ugly stuff. You don't want to eat it. It will taint your meat. So get it out. Wash the leg off. It's ready for the pot. Okay. Your next step is to cut the rib cage loose. Put your finger inside and find where the bottom of the rib bones are, which is about right there. Slip your knife point in and just go straight along the ribs so that it cuts like that. Turn the squirrel over, find the same point, cut along the other side. You'll be left with something looking like this. Here you want to cut down to the spine on one side, rotate it over, and cut down to the spine on the other and across. Flip the squirrel over, cut across the back. What you're now left with is a dangling rib cage. Bend it back like this. That breaks the spine. Put the point of your knife under it, cut through. Wash it off and let it soak. We're now down to the legs. Hold the leg like this. Cut toward the spine. There's a hip bone. Cut along the hip bone. You can't cut through it, but just cut along the hip bone. Little pelvis bone area. Cut along it and around it like this. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. You should wind up, once you've cut around it, with something that looks roughly like that. Just a little piece of it hanging. Now what I like to do is grab it like this and rotate it around just with a twist. Just rotate the squirrel around and then a little brute strength and just pull it off. You can try cutting it off, but it's pretty easy to just pull off. There's a little ball socket in there, and what you're doing is breaking what holds the ball socket. Same thing on the other side. Cut around the pelvis bone like this. Get it down till you feel the knife against the bone. So it's like that. Then hold it just like we did before. Rotate it. This squirrel's kind of soft. It's not doing quite like I want it to, but anyway, you'll get a thing like that. That's your actual ball socket right there. You can maybe see it on the camera. So you might be better just cut it out with your knife. Wash off, put it in the bucket. That leaves you with just this one piece of backbone area back of the squirrel. There's actually good meat here. If this was a deer, you would be looking right along these two areas for your back straps. Very good meat on the squirrel also. They're just small, but it's good eating. In the areas here, you will see some yellow fat like in there. You want to take your knife, get as much of that of it, just pinch it and pull it towards you. You'll then get a lot of it out. You won't ever get all of it, but the more you get, the better. Get that yellow fat off. End result is it should look about like that. Do the other part on the other side, same way. If it's yellow, cut it out. If any of you thinks it's okay not to do that, I'll save all these yellow pieces, cook them up for you, and let me watch you eat them. You will not want to. Alright, so that's the end result for Mrs. Squirrel here. You may occasionally see a little cartilage type area right there that you want to trim off. But this one is basically ready. It will soak for a little while. I just soak it in fresh water.
And that's all there is to it. You're ready to cook. Thanks for watching this video. Please feel free to rate, share, and subscribe.